Aquarius, Pisces, to your August 20th through the 25th reading. Hope you friends are doing great out there. If you friends like this, please hit that big old like button. Let's get those analytics going up so that we can show the world our channel. Welcome back, all subscribers. Anyone new, welcome, welcome. Getting straight in this, we have surrendering to the journey, release control. This card is talking about it's time to let go. All is well. The Creator is at your side. You don't have to do it all alone. Your life is guided. This is not the time to try to control the details of your life. Let it flow, let it go. There are times to hold on, but this is the time to completely surrender. Surrender to the greater forces of the universe. Let go of wanting to control your future. Simply turn your challenges over to the spiritual source. The Creator will escort you on to your journey. Also reminds me of manifesting. Right? We manifest, we visualize, we keep that intent, right, in our minds, but we don't excessively think about it. We then let it go, let it flow, right? As I always say, the crock pot effect, right? Put on the meat in your crock pot, go to work, right? Come home, and it's ready, right? Because, well, it did the work for you, didn't it? All you did was put in the intentions, and the universe does the rest. And you can only expect what it's going to expect, right? It's either going to be, that meat is going to either be falling apart, right, like pulled pork, or it's maybe not, right, exactly the way it wants to be. That's why we don't have super expectations to what and how it's going to go down, right? Things aren't always the way we 100% visualize things to come together. We just bring it, right? We just visualize it from the 5D to see how it's going to come to us in the 3D. So, same with this journey, though, too. Okay, let's go. Shout to the heavens with happiness, embracing enthusiasm on your what? Your journey, on your transition, on your transformation, keeping yourself at high vibrations at this time. Okay? So yes, you're going to feel a little fogged in. Go slow, take your time. Things are not always as clear as they want to be when you're on a journey, right? Some things are a little hidden. Our intuition goes a little crazy, a little weird, and sometimes we don't clearly see everything that's going on. But that's okay, because as soon as the fog clears, then and you surrender, you'll be able to see everything. See? You'll be able to see everything that's coming to you. Wow. Wow, wow, wowzers. So as there's fog, once it gets to the destination, excuse me, right? Fog is lifted. Now you can clearly see what's going on. Take the risk, venture forward. Just do what you need to do, so everything will come to you, right? Desert passage. Trust there's a divine plan. Wow, these are just beautifully in line. Beautifully in line. Keep those high positive vibes going. Even if you don't know exactly what's going on, that's why you're surrendering the control. Look at all the boats over here. You guys are definitely on some kind of spiritual journey going on over here. Whether, you manifested and then it ended up that way, right? Because a lot of times we manifest, then we have to go on a spiritual journey to get to where we are, because we need to change things within our lives so that everything is webbed and fit together, right? The way we think, the way we do things. Or whether you were just thrown into this journey. And, the good Lord said this is the time, right? But trust that there's a divine plan. The road is narrow, for sure, but it's open. It's narrow, but it's open. And it widens up as you go. So, very beautiful. Okay. The widening up is also kind of like, well, we really can now see where we truly are going as we trust, right? When we trust within the universe that everything's going to be fine. Okay, let's see. Embracing enthusiasm over here. Shout to the heavens with that happiness. You know what? Great things are coming your way. Because if you're on a spiritual journey, great things are coming your way. There are great rewards after your journey, right? Because you're evolving, you're growing, you're changing, your mind, your heart, everything around you is changing. It's almost like you're walking into a new world, a new you. You're seeing things differently around you, right? So, clarify on that embracing. Oh my gosh. Because you got the sun. You know, waiting for the blessings, the happiness. Find that vitality, that joy, and that warmth. See, the sunflowers in the picture are a beautiful thing because they trust. Sunflowers are all about trust. They're all about trust, loyalty, happiness. The sun gives that warmth and those blessings. Wow. Okay. Go slow and take your time for the Ten of Cups. Wow, you guys got some beautiful cards coming out here. Divine love, blissful relationships, inner happiness. Your dreams are coming true. Whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're putting out there to the universe, and, you know, having the total love and support for yourself and for everything around you. It's really bringing in this Ten of Cups. It's really bringing in these rainbow blessings. I mean, you have rainbow blessings twice as big as Yes card. And the biggest, happy card. Finding that fulfillment and within your dreams. Taking the risk, venturing forward. Do not allow any conflicts or disagreements, you know. And yeah, there could be something within you that you're winning at all odds. But that's also where you want to make sure that you are releasing control, is because of the Five of Swords. Do not allow yourself to self-sabotage yourself. It's also a card of self-sabotage. It's kind of like taking your own swords away from yourself. It's a kind of a defeating, right? A defeat card. That would be defeating yourself. But don't let other people try to take your swords away at this time. Make sure you guys are hermiting a little bit as much as possible. I know you have to go to work and be around people and stuff like that. You're probably not as talky, right? Kind of staying to yourself a little bit. A little more silent. But yeah, definitely, because you don't want people interfering within what you're trying to, you know, do. You know, as we evolve and we grow, we also, our eyes are wide open and we're starting to see the nonsense. The longer the journey goes, no matter how long your journey is, sometimes it's for 3 months, sometimes it's for 6 months, sometimes it's 9 months to a year, depending on what you're looking for and how much growth you need. But your eyes start opening up and you start realizing the nonsense. And I just, I just think that a lot of this is also that as well. Starting to recognize nonsense around you. Trust that there's a divine, and you got the Seven of Swords too. Hold on a second. That's coming up with the Five of Swords. Yeah, it's the same thing. You're starting to notice deception and people getting away with crap and just acting crappy. And those are people who just do not have the growth. As you're growing away from them, you're going to start seeing them as more immature. You're going to see them as not awake. Some of them might be saying nonsense. You see what I'm saying? It's natural. It's natural. I think the best thing about the situation, I'm just going to give you advice really fast because I've been on this huge spiritual journey. I already had the awakening a long time ago, so if this is your awakening, then it'll be different, but then you're really going to notice nonsense. Right? You're like, whoa, hold on a second. This world is nonsense. These people are like crazy. But no matter what journey you're going on it, when you are growing, I always, I look at people and I know that, you're just like this stubby little bush, but, oh, my ear is ringing. You're like this stubby little bush, but they just need to grow, right? So when you see this type of behavior going on around you, just remember, they're not evolving. That's why they're acting this way. They're actually deceiving themselves more than they're deceiving anybody else. They think they're deceiving you. They think that they're getting away with something, but in seriousness, it's only towards themselves, right? So I tend to ignore those people and those things because it's not even worth anything, because it just shows me that your soul is still immature, you're still immature. You need to wake up. Smell the coffee. Okay, so you have the teamwork over here and the collaboration. Trust there's a divine plan because you are building something. You're building yourself up. But the Three of Pentacles is saying that you're not alone. And I love that because that's talking about this releasing the journey. You're not alone. You have spirit with you. You have your angels. You have everything around you. The divine are working with you as you're collaborating with your higher self and the divine at this time as you are spiritually growing. So yes, absolutely. And you are learning and you're going to have this thirst for knowledge. You're definitely going to want to know things. You're going to have this curiosity. But remember, be careful about being over thirsty for knowledge because you have to release control, because that can actually cause control. Because your thirst for knowledge might be becoming restless energy of how is this going to go? I want it to go this way. When is it coming? How is it going? You see what I'm saying? So make sure when you have your thirst for knowledge that you're keeping it at the curiosity of more other things that you actually need to, that you could actually learn. That way you can release all the control of what's really going on to the universe and learn other things. Like maybe you could learn metaphysics, or you could go learn other spiritual things, maybe numerology or spirit numbers, or, put your thirst for something else besides how this is all going to work out. How is my manifestation going to go? How am I going, you know what I mean? How you're going to control it. You can't really control that. That's not a part of what you control. Because if anything, it just becomes self-sabotage, right? Because you're not webbing it together. You just put the ideas out there, right? You put the idea, this is what I want. You put the desire out, and then the universe forms it. It's like, I always see the universe out there as kind of like Charlotte's Web, where he's like webbing things together. He's taking and destroying the web and then adding new webs in, which are new pathways and new things for you, right? And that's time that takes time, right? So, right? I mean, I know Charlotte did it in one night, but the book and the movie can only go so long, you guys. Of course, she had to do it overnight. We're not going to wait 9 months, right? And actually, I don't even think she did it that one she did because she was so tired. But it doesn't matter. That's not the point. The point is that it's not going to be done in one night. Okay? Little tiny ones will, but nothing that considers a journey. Those are big things. Things that you're looking for that are really big, that are going to change your life, right? And yes, you're going to have some sudden changes. You're going to have a little upheaval. You're going to have some tower moments, because in this journey, it needs to release certain things, destroy certain things, so that it can what? Build what you need. So when the tower comes, guys, don't freak out. Remember, you're going for something. You are building something. And when we're building something, we have to lose something to take its place. One door closes, so another one opens. Okay? Whether it's the smallest thing to the biggest thing. Okay? So yes, there is going to be a tower moment so that you can release. So that you can have the awakening and the revelation of this is what the sudden change is going to be. Because if you want this, you're going to have to change something else. And if you're not going to change it on your own personal thing, you want it that bad, I'll take it away from you for yourself. Because no matter what, the good Lord knows you want this. You want it. If you want, you want it. You're restless about it. You want this. Right? So yeah, there is going to be some kind of revelation or sudden awakening or something that's going to make you realize, oh my God, right? Or something is going to suddenly, huge chaos and upheaval is going to take place. Okay? One way or another, if that's what you want. It could be not so bad, or it could be super nasty. Right? But it's usually something that, if it's an awakening and a sudden insight, then it's something that it's a revelation, right? Like, oh my God, I didn't realize that. You know what I'm saying? Then it will. It will change everything around your world. If you know that it's something like, oh God, because I want this, I know they're going to take this away, then you better get ready for it. Because they know that you already know that you should have got rid of that. So don't worry, I'll help you. It's just not going to be as pretty. Yeah, when I take care of it. Yeah, ha ha! When the Hierophant says, don't worry, trust in me, I'll get rid of it. It's not going to be pretty, but don't worry. It's all working in your... But remember, it's all for you. Can we... You know what? And yeah, you could think it's a challenge. You could say, oh my God, why is this happening to me? Because you want something. Because you want something big. Huge. Right? Like, for instance, you guys ever watch those I Won the Lottery TV shows? Okay, well, if you've never seen them, see if you can find them. One person said that they had manifested, and prayed and prayed and prayed to win the lottery. The good Lord took their husband away because he was bad with money. He was so bad with money that it was like... And as soon as the good Lord took away that husband and they had a huge divorce and a huge blowout, she won the lottery. But she said that she knew that that's exactly what was happening. Now, I thought that was very interesting because she was awake enough to understand that she had prayed and prayed and prayed for years, but the reason she never won was because this person doesn't know how to do anything with money. So he was, and they weren't getting along very well anyways. So totally taken away. Very interesting. I never ever in my life, when I watched that about 5 years ago, I was like, what the heck? That's crazy. Never would have even thought of anything like that. But she said she knew that's what it was because they'd always been fighting about money and they didn't get along anyways. And he was like, do you want money? Then say goodbye. It's like, say goodbye to your, say goodbye to your Scorpio. They gotta go. You know what I mean? Okay, here we go, guys. So, embracing on the enthusiasm is listen to the messages of the angels. They are always with you and always ready to listen and guide you. Go slow, take your time, bring your life into balance. Make sure you're always as balanced as possible. Take a risk, venture forward is live as a fully conscious being. I love that though with this because this is kind of like that. I'm aware that you're trying to be sneaky with me. I'm aware of what your bad behavior is, or I'm starting to be aware of my own self-sabotage to the situation. Very common. And trust there's a divine plan. So seize the opportunity and live courageously. And let's see what the bottom of the decks has is the Pig. Maintain self-worth and self-esteem. Beautiful. Always know your self-worth. Always know, your self-esteem. And guys, remember that these journeys are about you, not other people. Okay? We do enough for other people, but this is the time for yourself. Daily healing affirmation is make clear, calm thinking your goal. Always keep yourself very calm thinking, right? And express your love through your deeds. Not only to others, but definitely we're talking about self. This is your self journey. Okay. Okay, my friends. Until next time. Peace and love. Bye-bye.